Hi everyone, it's April and Michael, and we are going to tackle in this week's video our process from sort of dreaming to reality. So we're going to bring it through how do we go from a vacation mindset to a home buying mindset, and it's going to have just sort of the what takes it from it's just on paper or in your mind to it's actually happening and you're signing papers and occupancy agreements and getting bank accounts. So how did this whole thing happen? That's what we're going to talk about. We wanted to find communities that we felt comfortable in, that had housing that we both liked and could see ourselves living in, and liked the community around, and liked the community atmosphere around. We set out with a plan to spend 6 weeks over last summer in France, and we deliberately did 2 weeks in the eastern part of France near Beaune, which is in the Burgundy region. And we did 2 weeks pretty much on the opposite side of France, near Bordeaux, Saint-Emilion. And then we did 2 more weeks and we went up to Troll, which is in the Loire Valley, right on the banks of Loire. We loved Sunday mornings because we would watch the Suzanne in France adverts from Normandy and Brittany and just get her tours if you don't know about her website. We just enjoyed it because you kind of get to see not only the styles of house, but how far your money goes towards bedrooms and baths and land. And my very favorite site was French Property Search. And I liked it because you could tailor it to bedrooms and bathrooms and region and budget. And so I did a lot of perusing and daydreaming with it. And we had a great idea of what we enjoyed when we were there. And we knew where our money would go the furthest. And so the French real estate system is really different. There's no multiple listing service or MLS, so you have to do an individual outreach to the realtor of the listing that you like. And so here's the tricky part. Sometimes, like with certain websites, things are very current and you could reach out, especially with some of the videos that get posted right away, in real time that property might still be available. But when you're working with things like French Property Search or First for French Property, I think is one of them.
First French Property, Green Acres.
Green Acres. Those listings will still be listed as current, and sometimes they will have like an under offer disclaimer on them, but many times they don't. Many of the listings that we were looking at once we got to France and kind of had settled in Beaune, were already under offer. We were a little surprised when we got an email back on a Sunday evening, late afternoon. It was from Andrew, who ended up being our realtor, spoiler alert. He just said, were you still interested? We had one appointment that was in the region, in central France, which is probably 3 hours or so from
where we were staying at that time.
And we were like, oh yeah, we'd love to come see it. We're going to be in the area on Thursday. And Andrew was kind enough to be pretty direct and just say, it's not going to be here on Thursday. So if you're interested. So we drove from Beaune to near Limoges, where our little town is. And yeah, it's very quaint. We knew really nothing about the town. Andrew had told us that, the house was 220 years old, nearest that they could tell. And, the more we walked around, the more charming it was. And we walked across the street and saw the little walled and gated garden that's across. And so Andrew had to go, and he spent a good deal of time with us and said, well, you're going to want to go about this far in this direction and check out the lake. And And we were like, lake? And so we drove down and saw this beautiful recreation lake that's very close, and then to the town. And we started to head back, and we started kind of unpacking everything, because the buying process is different. You have 10 days after you make the offer. So we went home and we wrote up the email saying that yes, indeed, we would make a full price offer. And because we were still in Bone for a few more days, we came and stayed close to the house. We visited again, and when we went to Bordeaux, we came back through before.
Thanks for watching.
Let us know if you have any questions. We'll try and
questions in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, and this is our little edition.